types that don't fall into the categories that we talked about last time. This next type is called pseudostratified, and pseudo means false, and stratified means many layers. So this is actually a columnar-shaped cell that is one single layer of cells, but because the nuclei is not towards the basement membrane like in simple columnar, it's actually at all different levels. It looks as though it has many different layers. And this has, mainly it is ciliated, which means that it has the cilia, so it's going to propel mucus, and it can also propel other things. It says they're present in male sperm carrying ducts that's non-ciliated, and so that's where the sperm are going to be going down so that they can swim. And this is what it looks like. What you're looking at here is, this is pseudostratified, but you're looking at some goblet cells, and it's pointing to a goblet cell here, where that is the cell that produces the mucus. You can really see the cilia on this, and then you can see where that basement membrane lies. The next type of epithelial tissue is stratified squamous. So it's many layers or more than one layer of squished cells. And this is what we find on our skin. And our skin is tough. It fits together like a puzzle, so nothing can get in. And our skin happens to be keratinized. And keratinization is an infusion of a protein called keratin, which actually kills the cells but makes them waterproof and allows them to protect a little bit more. They're also found in our esophagus, our mouth, and a woman's vagina. And this is what stratified squamous looks like. You can see that it's many different cells, and as they get to the top, this is looking at I think the mouth. Oh, it's the esophagus, excuse me. And so these cells are getting squished as they go to the top layer, and these they're the squamous cells on the bottom, and then they get even squished more as they get to the top layer. The next type is stratified cuboidal, and stratified cuboidal type epithelial tissue is rare. It's found in some sweat glands, some mammary glands, and it's unique because it's typically 2 layers thick instead of many layers thick. Stratified columnar is stratified again. It's more than 1 layer, and it's columnar cells. These are again limited in the body, but they are found in the pharynx, which is the back of the throat, the male urethra, and lining some ducts. And then transitional. Transitional is a unique type of epithelial tissue because it is able to stretch or distend. So your urinary bladder, when it's empty, is very small, but it can blow up like a balloon when it has urine in it. So it allows for the organ to extend or stretch. And this is what transitional looks like. We'll be looking at this underneath the microscope, and so I will kind of explain what you're looking at when we get into class next time. Now, we have different membranes in the body, and they're made up of epithelial cells. So we have a cutaneous membrane, which is the skin. It's made up of stratified squamous epithelial tissue. We also have mucous membranes that line any cavity that's open to the outside world. And it's mucous membrane because of the fact that it needs to catch bad things before they get into the body. And then we also have serous membranes, and this should sound familiar. We have serosa, we have a parietal and a visceral serosa, and those are made out of epithelial tissue also. But they're considered a membrane because they're going to line or cover something. And this is just showing you those serous membranes that we've already talked about, the peritoneum, the pericardium, and the pleura.